Hello, everyone. This is Direwolf20, and welcome to round 2 of episode 2 of Wrenched. Competitors, are you ready for another challenge?
Raise a leper beat.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and let you take a look in your mystery chests. And for this round, you must use item conduits from Ender.io, tracks from Vanilla Minecraft, or Railcraft, depending on your perspective, open crates from Britannia, and an autonomous activator from Thermal Expansion. So, 30 minutes is on the clock, and your time starts now. Slowpoke, would you be so kind as to move them?
Out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out
So,
of
judges,
your channel.
what are your thoughts?
Oh, this is exciting.
Brains.
Yeah. You know, it's a good thing we did add the tracks there, Slow, because me and Slow were deliberating and switching a couple things around at the end there, and adding tracks. Considering we have CPW as a judge, and he pretty much always builds something with trains.
Yeah.
Brains.
I am expecting screams of anguish from the 3 contestants right now.
I can imagine.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. This isn't that bad. You can
No.
use autonomous activators to place carts on tracks, right?
Yes, you can.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a clear item, right? Item transfers, right? So if you placed a chest cart down on a track, used item conduits to transfer items into the cart, probably using the Railcraft mechanic of item loaders, I mean, then really all you need to do is figure out what to do with the open crate. And maybe, you know, you could have a cart riding on top of an advanced unloader that pushes it into an open crate, and then it drops into the world for some purpose. Right?
I just think that this has the potential again to be... I'm expecting no 2 builds to be the same in this.
Well, I mean, that's the hope.
I think that I will automatically award winning points to anyone who manages
Manages to what, sorry?
to use a locomotive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that would be creative points right there if they get the locomotive going.
mean,
It should be
it's
noted
all
that I
open.
think. Go ahead.
Kind of
Bacon.
open-ended and immediately conjures up like images of motion and items and transport. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, no, it's a good item set. It should be noted that I've added rolling machines to the map. There are now 2. I believe that was probably an oversight originally, and they'll be a staple of the map going forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's part of what this is. It's part of this is testing so that we can discover things.
Right, yeah. There's been a few tweaks and changes we've made as the rounds have progressed, and as we've gotten feedback from the competitors, and a couple items we added to the creative AE system and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they come up with. So let's give them a few minutes to get situated, and we'll come back once they've started placing some blocks on their platforms. All right, guys, we're back. Way of Time seems to have built a staircase. None of his items have been placed yet, just cobblestone. Way of Time likes his cobblestone. I guess he's trying to impress one of the judges who's not really a judge, so I mean... it looks like Mez, have we confirmed that this is a train?
Yes, it is. I've confirmed that, man.
Okay, so that is a train. So those are 4 carts linked together via the Railcraft linking mechanic that causes trains. He's also auto-crafting a walrus with raw fish and spitting them into the world. So I'm not sure what that's about, but he's definitely using... so this is interesting. He's using, from Immersive Engineering, the conveyor belt system.
I really like where this is going.
Yeah, I mean that. Like we gave him an item transfer system, and he's using it in conjunction with another item transfer system. So,
Yeah.
I mean that's creativity, right? And 10 minutes have elapsed almost. Rorax is standing still and crafting probably.
Yeah, so
I want to
I
sneak
just
into a
saw-
crafting table.
I just saw Rox pull out a load of creosote oil in cans.
Right. We did supply them with creosote oil. It is on the map in a creative tank. In addition to oil, lava, and water and liquid experience. So, creosote oil we have given them in creative amount form, so they can make as much Railcraft stuff as they want without having to smelt coal, because that would be painful.
Well,
Yeah,
Wave Time has tracks down.
Roax is kind of in the pickle. She hasn't done anything here. She wasn't crafting anything at that point in time.
Well, she was crafting. I saw her crafting wooden
Oh, was she?
rails. So she's probably trying to create booster tracks or some other kind of track. I also saw her using the rolling machine over here. And she's got standard rails in the rolling machine there. I suspect she's building some kind of advanced rail system. Someone else is building advanced rails in this rolling machine. So, oh look, Way of Time's placed down some rails. So he's got
he's heading toward the Paz.
Yeah, so he's got one of the railcraft tracks. I'm not 100% sure which one that is, but
they are booster tracks.
Okay, are they boosters?
These are the vanilla boosters. I think.
Yeah, it's
are
just
they? Okay.
Yeah.
No. They're the soft boosters. I think from Railcraft.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, they are railcraft.
CPW is the train expert, so we'll rely on his knowledge.
You can just point them. It says railcraft. Well, they are booster tracks.
Yeah. So we'll come back in a moment here and see how they advance. Oh, Rorax is placing things.
Oh,
So-
hopper minecart. Okay.
Yep.
So there is an item unloader unloading into the open crate, which is going to drop the cart straight down.
Right, and that's what I mentioned at the beginning of the
Yeah.
map. That's something that I would have considered to do, right?
CPW, we're going to get our wish.
Nice.
I think
So it
we
looks
might
like
get
Mez
some
has
test
an item unloader dropping into the autonomous activator.
Yeah, which will then place the cart back down.
Right. Interesting.
You ready?
Go for it, Slow. So we're gonna bring Mez in here.
To your
Hey,
Mez,
Mez.
Hey, how's it going?
good. What's your thought process here? How are you liking this setup?
It's okay. I'm just trying to get everything I need down. It's a little crazy.
Yeah. Well, you've got about 16 minutes left, so
All right, thanks.
Almost
Choo-choo,
halfway
Mez,
through.
Choo-choo.
I think we all appreciate the fact that you're using 2 forms of item transport when we gave you 1. So that's pretty
3,
interesting.
actually.
Well, that's true. 3. Yes, if you count. I mean, he doesn't have chest cards down yet, so not necessarily 3.
No,
But-
cargo carts are.
Yeah, the cargo cards.
Is that what they are? Cargo cards?
They're cargo carts.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so let's go talk to Rorax and see what she's thinking.
Okay.
User
So
is moved
Rorax
to your channel. User
did
is
get
Alright, okay.
Rorax did get her lever working
Cool.
once she hooked up power.
Hey, Rox.
Hi, this is brutal.
You
Is
like
it brutal?
This is brutal.
The fact that we picked mods that Rorax calls brutal makes me so warm and fuzzy inside.
I know. We were all watching you try to set up your lever system and wondering when you would realize the autonomous activator needed power.
Oh, don't worry.
Fair
I am
enough.
happy though.
So, do you have a
make me
plan, or are
happy.
you just still trying to figure out what you're gonna do?
I know what I'm doing. I just don't know whether there's time to do it.
Right. Well, you're halfway out of time, so
Oh yeah.
less than 15 minutes remain. So I'm dying to tease Way of Flowing Time about his cobble setup over here, Slow. So let's get him.
All right then. Good luck, Rorax.
User was moved out of your channel. User
Hey,
was moved
Way.
to your
Hello,
channel.
how's it going?
We all
Good.
appreciate you using cobble again, but you realize I'm not a judge, right?
Yeah, well, it's the quickest building material.
I'm just the host. I don't get to vote on who wins.
Yes,
There-
we get it. It's horrible. It's a monstrosity. Yeah,
Zero
yeah.
creativity.
It's fine. What's your thought? What are you building?
I am building something that you're going to have to wait for the demonstration.
Fair
Something-
enough. Way of Flowing
We
Time
know
is
what
not
you're
letting us in.
building.
Slow thinks he knows, but
We
I mean,
know
we
what
shouldn't
you're
say it.
building.
We don't want to give
Sure
him any
if that's
ideas.
true anymore, to be honest, but-
We don't
yeah.
want to give him any ideas, Slow. So don't say what you think.
Oh, I know what I'm building, but do you?
No,
Yeah.
we don't. That's why we asked.
All right.
All right. So just a reminder: less than 14 minutes remain.
Yep.
All right, we'll
See
be
you
back
soon,
in a moment,
Way.
guys. All right, guys, we are back. Way of Time. Still not 100% sure what he's doing, and I don't think he's used item conduits yet. He's got something under his hopper here. Do you know what that is, Slow? I don't want to break the blocks to see. It looks like maybe a block breaker of some kind.
There's a block bracer under there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, block placer and autonomous activator, which don't they do the same
Well,
thing?
how does the block placer work with the autonomous activator?
They kind of do the same thing, don't they?
Well, you can use the block breaker, the autonomous actuator to break blocks too.
Oh,
If it's in
I
left
see
click
what-
mode, yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, so you
The
can
ones-
make it break the blocks.
I mean, there is a block breaker, so I mean, we'll see what happens. We've got the walrus train going over at Mez's station. It is active now, and it's clearly a walrus train.
Oh right. Oh, I see. So
Using the extra time to make the path more convoluted.
Yeah, which is cool.
so
And then Rorax, I have no idea what Rorax is doing. Does anybody have any guesses?
I I think she's doing more than one thing, if I'm honest with you. I think she's doing multiple builds from what I saw before.
Which isn't technically against any rule.
I guess we'll see. But they only have about 5 minutes left, so we'll be back here in a minute to see what's up.
Right. Yeah.
All right, contestants, you have 10 seconds remaining. Better get those finishing touches on right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, contestants, stop working and head up to the judging platform.
Hats off.
All right, contestants, how'd you like this round?
It was silly and brutal, and I couldn't think of anything.
It's
Fair enough.
interesting.
All right, well, let's go ahead and see. I'm excited to see Mez's walrus train. Hashtag walrus train.
Oh God.
Yes.
So Mez, why don't you go ahead and fill us in on your contraption, which is, again, pretty grandiose.
Alright, so it starts over here where you input the fish. There's a fish chest.
Okay.
That goes into a hopper that auto-crafts walruses. And then the walruses go onto this conveyor belt into this chest, and then the item conduit brings it up to the upper level. On the upper level, you see the walrus conveyor viewing station, where you can see walruses go by. And then those are put into a dropper, or sorry, an open crate. Totally not a dropper. That drops it into a hopper, that puts it into an activator. The activator places the walrus like this, and then the block breaker picks it up. So, you know, this is for QA, so they can see the walrus. And then the chest brings it to a item loader, which loads up the cargo carts where you can see them, and they parade around.
Very cool.
So,
And there's
Mez,
a-
can I just say that you lose 5 points? Furnace mine cart, not a locomotive. If you'd use the locomotive, this would be the most winningest build of all time.
So,
I said that going in, and I was hoping someone would use a locomotive, and you almost did it.
I looked at the recipe for locomotive and kind of gasped.
Oh, come on, it's all in the blooming machine over it.
I want to just say, before we go on, I'm not taking into account the 2 builds that we haven't yet seen.
Yeah.
I think I have been a judge on every episode of Wrenched. I think. I'm not sure. And credit where it's due. I actually think this might be the best build I've seen up to this point on an episode of Wrenched.
That's some high praise from our judges. Let's go ahead and look at what Rorax has made. All right, Rorax, we're here, so fill us in.
Once again, Mez showing me up, but when I change this autonomous activator to a level, the cart goes around, which activates the conduits, which sends fireworks via
Rorax heard the request for fireworks. I love it.
Well played. Well played.
Brilliant.
So
Somehow I didn't expect that.
Mez, you now have the equal best build I've ever seen on.
Oh dear, Wade just died. I think Wade just committed suicide. So I'm going to get the bridge back out because he can't get back.
Yeah, we have
It's
time to
okay.
spell
I'm
out
good
the
here.
word.
I'm good here.
the most useless
All right, judges.
machine in the world.
It's a very
So-
useless machine.
I think Way of Flowing Time has killed himself out of fear, but we do have to go look at his contraption. So,
Rolex, I just want to say, 2 minutes before the end, everybody counted you out, but I had faith.
that is not true. I said there's nothing is certain until the judging
Yeah.
round starts. So, Way
Okay,
of
so-
Time, why don't you show us what you've made, and good luck.
You're showing real high praise and expectations for me, aren't you?
I am, well,
This is a Rube Goldberg machine that basically literally does nothing. What it does is there's a chest up there, it brings the diamond blocks and drops them through the dropper, into the hopper to the block placer on a clock on the back, which is then the autonomous activator then breaks the diamond blocks, which is collected in the hopper into the chest, using the item conduit to go back to the item loader, which is then drops the item back into the chest.
You've made a cobble train.
It's not cobble.
It's a diamond block train now.
We love it. Oh, listen, I love it. I absolutely adore it.
It's very cool. I enjoy it as well.
And I love the fact that you made an enchantment table to enchant the axe that went into the autonomous activator.
Well, I had 2 minutes to spare, so
yeah.
I might as well.
I love it. I really do. Like, we said right from the beginning, we were hoping you were going to make a Pez dispenser. Like a high-tech Pez dispenser.
We're going to shoot it out? Oh, dear.
Yes.
All right, judges. I think you've got a lot of work ahead of you to figure out which one of these three was least successful. To be honest, they all seem very successful.
Right.
So let's let the contestants go, and we'll come back with a little bit of judging commentary. All right, judges, we have returned. I don't think this is a clear cut like the previous rounds have been, so I'm interested to see what you think. Slowpoke.
I loved every one of them. I don't dislike any of them. I have absolutely no idea who I'm going to choose at this moment in time.
Bacon?
I'm with Slow. I love them all. I'm super impressed. This is the first round we've had complete functioning builds with all 4 items. It's going to be a hard choice.
All right, CBW, any thoughts?
Yeah, no, I can't choose them.
Okay, well, you guys have a lot of work out of yourselves, so all I will say is we absolutely need a decision, so we'll let you guys discuss a little bit off camera here, and then we'll come back with the wrenching round, because this sounds like it might take a while. All right, contestants, welcome back to the wrenching round. I'll be honest, this was pretty tough on our judges. They had a lot of deliberating. Bacon Donut, I'm going to let you deliver the news.
All right. For us, the clear winner was Mez, and it was really close between the other two. But in the end, we decided to wrench Way of Time.
Sorry, Way of Time.
It just runs off the air.
We'll be honest, I believe it was Bacon who said it best. Had this been in any other round that he's judged yet, it would have clearly been a winner, but just up against the other two contraptions, it
was not a bad build by any stretch.
Those fireworks. Fireworks.
The fireworks.
I mean, Rorax was clearly playing to one of the judges because Bacon requested fireworks yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know that. I hear cheating here.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
I also have a soft spot for Walrus.
Yeah. So for now, guys, Direwolf20 signing off on round 2 of episode 2 of Wrenched. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back next time with round 3, Mez versus Rorax. Who is going to come out the victor? I guess we'll see. All right, guys, take it easy.